Alright guys, so I just ordered some new LED fog lights for my 2006 Dodge Ram. Currently I have LED bulbs in the factory housings. These are a little bit different. These are the LED actual housings, basically, is the best way I know to put it. This is basically $75 or so on Amazon, 2-day shipping. I'm gonna do a full unboxing, kind of give you guys a comparison between aftermarket LED bulbs and light output between the bulbs and actual LED housings. So yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll open it up and show you guys what all comes with it, how it's packaged, what tools you'll need. Probably not many. I mean, it's pretty simple, but you know, and kind of give you guys a comparison. The bulbs I have in there currently, I want to say I paid right around $100 or so for. They've been in there for about a year. Output's really good, to be honest with you. They're brighter than my headlights, but you know, we'll see how these turn out. All right, let's see here. So I'm gonna kind of try to do this with one hand, so bear with me. This might not be the easiest to cut and do with one hand, but all right. So first thing I notice, box in a box. I always love that. All right, so. All right, let's see what we got. All right, and I did order, I think there was a difference, black housing and kind of chrome housing. I did order the black housing. So we got a fog light, got a bag of hardware, and another fog light, simple enough. All right, not too shabby. All right, cool. So step one, I'm gonna go ahead and work on, I'm gonna go ahead and pull out one of the fog lights so that way we can kind of compare. Pull it out. I do want you guys to kind of see the light output before. Well, it's really hard because it's just super bright, but yeah, as you can hear, the fog lights, the LEDs that are in it currently, they have their own fans built in, so while they're running, basically they are cooled. I don't know if these have fans with them or built into them to help cool them, so I guess we'll find out once I hook one of them up and see what we got. That is one nice thing that I do like about bulbs. But as far as the output, light output, I mean, it's pretty significant. I'm not buying these because I'm not happy with these, but I'm mostly just getting them just to kind of change it up a little bit. And you know, if it's better, it's better. So yeah, let's proceed. I'll go ahead and pull this one out. All right, quick shot from the back side. All that really holds these housings on are, you've got two 10 mil bolts right here, and then one right here. Same thing on the other side, which you can't see. But yeah, so step one, just get you a socket and ratchet, impact gun if you have it, like a little electric one. But yeah, step one, remove these. All right, so I've got everything loose. Got one bolt, two, and three. And at this point, your fog light comes right out. Wham bam, thank you ma'am. Now you got a nice hole. So let's go ahead and grab the matching fog light, and we will, this actually, I should point out, I took these fog lights out of another truck. I think this was a fireman's truck because your fog lights probably won't have holes drilled in the bottom of them. I don't know why they drilled holes in the bottom, but I think they had strobe lights in there. Yeah, if yours doesn't have holes in the bottom, that's probably because yours are normal, you know, not janky. But anyway, fast forward. All right, so here we are. All right, already, first impression, I think the black housing looks a million times better. Maybe chrome housing is your preference, in which case that is definitely an option. But this one, it just kind of goes with my whole silver and black thing. But yeah, so let's just reverse the process. Pretty self-explanatory. The plug, supplied plug, is the same, so I like that. I mean, literally, after I get this bolted in, I mean, this literally should just be a quick swap, plug and play. I mean, wham bam, done. Okay, so as I went to go set this in place and bolt this up, one thing I did forget, the hardware. So, looking through our bag of hardware, yep, we're gonna need to just slide these pieces on. And then of course we're gonna have 3 bolts and 3 washers for each side. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and slide that on. And they just slide right on there fairly easily. I mean, you saw, I just did that with one hand, another hand holding the phone, so. Yep, and then. All right, well, before I go trying to tighten this, let me set it up there in place, and then we will go to work. So, got it resting in place. Was able to get all the bolts started. Literally just a matter now of snugging them up, kind of tighten them up, obviously plugging it in, and yeah, and then check output and see what we got. All right, so fog lights off. Just initial impression of the appearance. I kind of like, I like the black more, but I mean, I've got black housing headlights, so I guess it just depends on your preference, the way your truck's set up, you know, what you like. I mean, honestly, it could go either way, but I mean, just appearance wise though, for me personally, I feel like the black housing kind of matches a little bit better. But let's go ahead and move on to, let's turn them on. Let's see what we got. All right, so as with LEDs, if you hook them up backwards, they don't work. So let me just flip my plug around. Oh, look at that. So even though it looks like it would plug in the way a certain clip would be, it's the opposite. It doesn't. All right, so all right, from this angle, all right, in real life, it's hard to tell from the camera, but the output looks better in person, honestly, on that side. But honestly, I think it's just they're so bright. It's hard to tell. But this is try to get you a zoomed in view. This is kind of how it looks in person. I mean, that is exactly how it looks. Yeah, it's a little dirty already, but yeah, once you zoom out, it's just the camera just distorts and it just can't even process what it's seeing. But yeah, the moment I actually turned the lights on and actually got that one plugged in, it's noticeably brighter to me personally than it was 10 minutes ago with the other bulb. The other thing, comparing it to a LED bulb in a stock housing, first off, the LED bulb, it kind of shimmers a little bit. I mean, it's super slight and it's not all the time, but I've noticed it with my eye a couple times while I've been doing this walk around. This has not shimmered one time. That being said, this does not have a fan built in, but I did notice on the back there is a heat sink. I will say though, with the truck off, the buzzing from the fan on a LED bulb, it's actually pretty annoying. So let's go ahead and take it to the next step. We're going to rinse and repeat, remove those three 10 mil bolts on this side, go ahead and pull the fog light out, put the new fog light in, and get a final result. So look guys, there's one other thing I wanted to show you, and that is I'm actually using an adjustable wrench to loosen these bolts, and I'm using a little Craftsman, Phillips head to put the new ones in. Reason being, I feel like if I'm being asked to do a product review on a product, on the ease of installation, I should try using tools that I know everybody has. Sure, this is a 10 millimeter bolt. Does everybody have a 10 mil? Well, until it goes missing, everybody has a 10 mil. But that's the thing. I mean, it's just, if I'm, using what I did, like a fancy, like my Snap-on, like 3/4, just a little electric gun or something like that, I just want to show that even with the most basic household tools, an adjustable and a Phillips head, literally that's all you need, you can do this. And it's just the easiest installation process ever. So, I mean, if you don't have those, then God help you. But really, on a serious note, if you don't have those, you will probably need to run and at least spend the $5 to buy an adjustable wrench and a Phillips head. Definitely worth the investment. All right, so I just got done installing the second one, and yeah, it was great. Both of them literally match the color of the headlights really well. So here's the thing. I would recommend going with these over, say, going with LED bulbs. And here's why. So a good set of LED bulbs, I bought these roughly 1.5 years ago. They lasted for roughly about 1.5 years. That bulb did. The other one to it, the pair, or its mate, didn't. about 6 months ago, it went out. And so my options were, after emailing the company, and I'm just telling me, yeah, it's just, there's no warranty on LED bulbs. My options were to buy another $90 plus shipping set of bulbs, or just, that's it. That was it. That was my only option. Fortunately, looking through my toolbox, I work at a dealership, so we have vehicles traded in all the time that get, they get traded in with LEDs or HIDs, whatever the case. I hate HIDs, by the way. I hate dealing with ballasts. No one ever seems to buy good HIDs. Another story. But I was able to find a mate for it. So I actually had 2 mismatched LED bulbs. That being said, buying a good set of LED bulbs, spending $100 for them to last maybe a year, maybe 6 months, maybe if you're lucky, a year and a half. I feel like the much better investment is just spending $70 and getting a whole set of housings that they look cleaner, on, off. They look better. They add more to the appearance of the vehicle. If you like that stock look, maybe try out the chrome ones. You've got options. Maybe bulbs are your thing. It doesn't matter. But if that's the route you want to go, the bulbs, easy peasy. I don't blame you. If you don't mind having to remove 6 bolts and take, I think I've been out here 20 minutes, and that's with me stopping to film. It's not. There's nothing to it. There's nothing to it. This is literally probably one of the easiest mods you can do. And it just, if you're coming from halogen bulbs, automatically it's going to be a win. I mean, you're going to be able to see so much more. It's just going to be a night and day difference. It doesn't matter. From what I'm seeing, I do like the adjustment better on these. The aftermarket, the housings do feel they're tighter. They do have adjusters in them where you can aim them and adjust the height, whereas the factory ones do have it, but at the same time, they're 13 years old. And so, I mean, as you saw, my bolts were kind of rusty. It's hit or miss. You might have ones that you can adjust that are still good and tight. You might have ones that are just stripped. You're not going to be able to adjust. Just all around, you're kind of better off, in my opinion, going with the with the housings. But yeah, once again, this is it's the kit for the 06. Well, actually, not even the 06 to 09, just all 3rd gen Dodge Rams. I think it's like 02, 01 and a half to 2009. But yeah, just all 3rd gen Dodge Rams, facelift and pre-facelift. These fog lights, I mean, it's going to be a huge improvement. If you already have LEDs, light output, about the same. Appearance-wise, much better. If you don't have LEDs, get ready to be amazed because they're brighter than your headlights. So yeah, hope that helps some of you. We're on the fence before, it's a great investment. You can't beat it. I mean, like $75 to your door, have it in a couple days, and 20-minute installation, really 15 minutes, because probably 5. I mean, I used a Phillips head and an adjustable wrench. So, anyone can do this. But yeah. But if you have any questions and you see this down the road, my Instagram, 3rd Gen Brandon, feel free to message me. If you're curious and you see this video a year from now, 8 months from now, whatever the case, and you want to know, hey, fog light's still holding up, bulb's still working, whatever the case, moisture in the fog light, because I don't know what's going to happen 6 months from now. I don't know. I can't tell you that they'll still be perfect in a year. I don't know. Only time will tell. But, feel free to message me, and yeah, I'll give you an honest opinion. But I think that's it for this video, guys. Adios.